Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Tombstone Tourist. This week, I'm continuing my visit to Northern Virginia with a stop at the Columbia Gardens Cemetery here in Arlington, Virginia. And I'm going to be visiting the grave of a man who served in Congress longer than anyone else. Here is the grave of United States Senator Robert C. Byrd. Robert Carlyle Byrd was actually born Cornelius Calvin Sale Jr. on November the 20th, 1917 in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. When he was 10 months old, his mother died during the 1918 Flu Epidemic. His mother had instructed his father to send the children to live with relatives. Young Calvin was the youngest and went to live with his father's sister. Yuma and her husband Titus Byrd legally changed his name to Robert Carlyle Byrd and raised him in the coal camps of southern West Virginia. He attended high school where he played the violin in the school orchestra. Robert was a good student and graduated in 1934 as the valedictorian of Mark Twain High School. While attending high school, Byrd met fellow student named Emma James. On May 29, 1937, the couple got married. He once said that it was a marriage made in heaven, as the couple remained married for the next 68 years until Emma's death in 2006. The 1940s proved to be one of the most controversial times in Robert's life. In 1941, Robert recruited some of his friends and started a chapter of the Ku Klux Klan in Sophia, West Virginia. He became a close associate of Joel Baskin, who was the Klan's regional Grand Dragon. Baskin quickly recognized Byrd's leadership qualities, and when it was time to elect the leader of the Klan's new chapter, Robert Byrd was chosen without opposition. While Byrd later said that joining the Klan was the biggest mistake he ever made, and he was only a member for about a year, records and sources indicate that he remained active in the Klan until 1946, the year that he was elected to the West Virginia House of Delegates. His election to the West Virginia House was just the beginning of his long political career. In 1952, he ran for and was elected to the United States House of Representatives from West Virginia's 6th Congressional District. He served in the House from 1953 until he took a seat in the United States Senate in 1959. He was elected to 9 consecutive 6-year terms, serving from 1959 until his death in 2010. His 51 years as a member of the upper body made him the Senate's longest-serving member. His long tenure in the Senate made him one of the most powerful men in government, sitting on some of the upper body's most high-profile committees, including the Senate Budget Committee, the Senate Armed Services Committee, and the Senate Appropriations Committee. He used his political power to pack bills with projects and funding that would benefit West Virginia. In fact, he was so successful at securing federal funding for his pet projects that he was known as the King of Pork. During his career, he successfully steered billions of dollars toward projects in West Virginia that included highways, dams, educational institutions, and federal offices. Many of these projects bear his name. The National Radio Observatory in Green Bank, West Virginia, is the home to the Robert C. Byrd Radio Telescope, which is one of the world's largest single-dish radio telescopes. And it was Senator Byrd that secured the funding to build and relocate the FBI's CJIS division from Washington, D.C. to Clarksburg, West Virginia. You can hardly drive anywhere in the state of West Virginia without seeing something or some place that doesn't bear his name. When he was elected to his 9th term, Senator Byrd was in ill health. He was hospitalized a number of times and confined to a wheelchair. On June 27, 2010, Senator Byrd was admitted to a hospital in Fairfax, Virginia. He passed away from natural causes shortly after 3 a.m. on June 28, 2010. He was 92 years old. I haven't even scratched the surface on the life and political career of Robert C. Byrd. Like any politician, much has been written about the man and the politician. Some of it kind and some of it not so kind. I'll leave it to you to do your own research and draw your own conclusions about the man that we know as the King of Pork. The only thing that I ask is that if you choose to comment on this video, that you keep your comments respectful. In closing, I'll leave you with these interesting facts. Robert Byrd was the last surviving senator to have voted on the bill that granted statehood to Alaska and Hawaii. And at the time of his death, 14 sitting members of the United States Senate, along with President Barack Obama, had not been born when he began his Senate career. Well, this is where I'm going to end this video. I always hesitate to do a video on political figures, especially in this day and time when the political climate in this country is so unsteady. I hope that if you choose to offer a comment, that you'll keep it respectful. Any comment that I deem to be rude or disrespectful will be deleted. With that being said, I'm going to end this video here at the Columbia Garden Cemetery. As always, I really appreciate you watching, liking, and subscribing. And I also like your kind and insightful comments. Now, until next time, please remember, life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everybody.